It'd be so hard to tell because you spill oil somewhere and then it gets on everything and just stays there. But, you know, looking down at the valve block, it's most concentrated in this area. So it's possible one of those lines has worked loose. So what I'm going to do is we're going to start this thing up and I'm going to check for leaks there. I'm also going to try to isolate the engine oil leak, and I'll let you know what I find. That's got to be coming from that seal. So definitely identified the engine oil leak. I don't like the fact that the valve cover also seems to be leaking, but it's not leaking very much. That said, I wouldn't mind adjusting the valves in this thing. So I think while I'm working on this, I might see if I can't get this stuff out of the way. The breather hose, these are heater hoses, and see if there isn't enough room to get that valve cover off. If there is, I can adjust the valves, put a new valve cover gasket on it. I'm trying to work on both of these leaks at the same time. So I've got the engine oil leak definitely narrowed down. I'm going to leave those alone for now and try to figure out this hydraulic leak, because if I start tearing the engine down, I cannot troubleshoot this anymore. And if I end up needing to order parts, you know, I need a new valve cover gasket and whatever seal that I need over there, I would like to also order what I need here. So that's my thinking right now. So let's shift to the hydraulic so we can try to get this thing all fixed at once. While it was running, I went through a bunch of the functions that I could do while sitting here, and I could not even get this thing to drip. So what I decided I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get a wrench on every single one of these and just see if anything's loose. If something's loose, then obviously I need to tighten it down. Duh. All right, hydraulic leak. You want the good news? That's loose. And that's right around where all the oil is concentrated. So I believe that is the problem. That compresses an O-ring against the valve block. Now, what's the bad news? The bad news is I don't know if I have any way to get a wrench on that thing. Everything is so close in there, even a crow's foot is not going to go on that. So how am I going to tighten that? There's even stuff right above it. I was thinking I could take that off. Boy, this is going to be tough. Maybe get in there with an air hammer and give it a little whack. I don't know, but I'm pretty darn sure that's our culprit. All right, so my plan is I'm going to use a punch. So I found this punch, which is nowhere near long enough to reach back in there. Originally, I was thinking I'd have to make a punch or something and harden the end, and it would be a long, involved process. But this punch has a hex on the back, and even if it didn't, I could have made something to go over it. A deep socket will hold onto it very well, and then a socket extension gives me a nice long punch with a sharp tip. So let's reach back in there and see if we can't tighten that thing down. I guess I'll see if a long pair of needle nose will do anything to it before I start hitting it. Yeah, there's just no room. To show you, I mean, a crow's foot